This is our class 5. In class 5, we're really bringing the child to another place. It's appropriate for the child that is 11 or nearly 11. So the front part is, again, for the parent. It just talks to you about the child of 11, some suggestions for struggles you might be having for the 11-year-old. Then we also have, and we've done this for all of our curriculum, this changes right here. So we've had this opening verse for classes 1 through 4. Now we are moving on to classes 5 through 12. Their verse is different, so we put the verse there. And an additional verse that is one of our favorites that we use on a regular basis. So we talk about main lesson basics. If you've been with us for the last few years, you probably already have this stuff down. But main lessons for class 5, we start with mathematics, review, and geography. Then we have more mathematics, geography and ancient cultures, more geography and ancient cultures, geometry, ancient cultures and new grammar concepts, mathematics, botany, and then our year-end wrap-up. So we go from this larger sample layout to then this weekly layout. Now, our curriculum is written for 4 days a week, but you are always welcome to make it 3 days a week if that makes more sense for you and your family. So we've got the layout here. And then here are the lessons. So we start with a mathematics review. And again, you can change these blocks up if it makes more sense to you to have things a little bit differently. In some places, for instance, botany is better at the beginning of the school year rather than the end of the school year. So living in Florida where it is so incredibly hot, I completely understand that. So I would put those lessons where they work for you and your family. So again, this is review. And a lot of people tend to skip the review. Do not skip the review. Your child needs it more than you think they do. And then we have introduction to long division, more practice problems. And then we have our geography. So in our geography for class 5, we've written an original story that takes children from Ellis Island all the way across to California. And it gives them a little bit of sort of information about each section of the country. So they draw their own map, the map key with some of the skills they learned in class 4. And then we go through each section of the country and sort of talk a little bit about each section or region. Do a picture for each region. And these are, of course, just suggestions. And you are always welcome to change them to match your child and what it is that you need. So we've gone through all of that. And then we have a mathematics section. We go through fractions in a little bit deeper form. Got everything laid out for you. Every lesson is here for you. It tells you exactly what to bring and how to bring it. And if you have any questions, you're always welcome to email us. You're welcome to come to office hours and ask your questions in office hours. But we've really done I think a pretty good job in making sure there's a picture for just about everything. We've got some recipes here, some forms that are from this is from Africa, and we actually talk to people that are from these areas to make sure they're culturally appropriate. So we've got some stories here. Maps, drawing maps of Egypt, understanding the roles of people in Egypt, and oh my goodness, that page. Children learn how to write their name in hieroglyphics. Another recipe. We bring you as many pictures as we possibly can, and also as many stories as we possibly can. We really highly recommend that when you receive the curriculum, you read it front to back so you can gain an idea of what it is that you'll be teaching for the year. And then you can move things around as needed. Have some more recipes in here. Animals. This is a beautiful year. Class 5 is one of my favorites for sure. Many, many stories in here. More pictures. More mathematics. Botany. All of the things. So when we do botany, I'm going to show you. In our botany, we are looking at the tree of life, and then we're bringing in all of these pieces of botany. And one of the things that we're talking about is yeast. So we have our yeast bread recipe. We talk about kombucha, talk about fungi, and we give you the references. If you're using Charles Kovac's book along with this, we give you the references of where to find these lessons if you'd like to add to your lessons. Not necessary, but if you'd like to, it's all here. And in the back, I want to show you, we have more math sheets. So we have math sheets for math practice. Again, I wouldn't give these necessarily directly to your child. I would probably put them in your their main lesson book. At this age, 4 or 5, even 6 of them a day is a great practice for them. So we've got many different math pages in here for you to keep you going through the year. Got some poems and verses, our resources page, resources and supplies. And then we've also got handwork, dyeing your own yarn, making a sock pattern, or making socks, excuse me, making a backpack, and the curriculum chart for the years.